The Justin Robert Young podcast is brought to you as always by patreon.com/JuRY. That is where you support this show. It's where you get bonus content. It's where you get your exclusive RSS feeds to get all the bonus content delivered right to your RSS-capable podcast catchers, a.k.a. literally every single podcast catcher. Folks, it's just that simple. Patreon.com/JuRY. And buy stickers or DIAF. Oh, the newest merch is here for you. Debuted last week. That's a truth. I probably should have wrote that one down. Stickers or DIAF. New sticker pack. New $5 sticker pack. The mega pack now includes Scott Johnson stuff. Everybody gets free Action News stickers if you order. And you get access to the severely limited but highly awesome 2-inch wide. Let me make sure that is 2-inch wide. Anyway, see you later pin. It is based on our sign off here on the show, but man, is it awesome. You just head on over to stickers or DIAF right now. You get the anyway, see you later pin, 2-inch by 1 1/4 inch pin. This thing's massive. 2 clasps. It's pretty dope. And there's like really only 50 of them. So go get it, or always be in fear that you could have. That's about it. What do you say we just get into the show, huh? What do you say we just stop screwing around and talking about how we support the show? And what do you say instead we just do the damn thing? Oh, jeez. I had music playing still. Oh, man. Things are going great. Here we go. Let's just do the damn thing.
Ugly ain't the half, look at you. Well, you got blue teeth and you only got 2 teeth, but I kinda like to see you smile. And it appears that over the years you've turned into a big old steaming pile. And she said, yeah, I know I ain't no supermodel. I said, you ain't a hand model, baby, but that's fine. You're pretty ugly by most people's standards, but you're all right by mine.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you. Yes, folks, I would like to welcome you to this, the Politics. Oh, fuck me. I don't know why I'm so out of it. I have no idea why I am so out of it today. Oh, I need the microphone. This isn't the politics show. This is the jury show. My name is Justin Robert Young. At some point several years ago, Brian Brush would ask me if everybody called me Jury. They hadn't. But as it turned out, he was not talking about the present, but rather the future. Because since then, many, many, many people have called me Jury. And so have you, because I named the show after it. So welcome. This is a weird episode. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm looking to kind of shake up the show a little bit. Somebody's hungover after a birthday celebration. My birthday was yesterday, but Captain Funder's scurrilous accusation is indeed untrue and unfounded. Didn't get super drunk last night. Did enjoy a few and watched the Auntie Donna boys perform here in San Francisco. If you are in Portland, Seattle, or Vancouver, I would highly recommend that you go see them. Their show is hilarious. It's called Big Boys, and they're great. They're really, really great. There was a very funny moment last night where they were doing a sketch where if you go see them, you can see the hilarious jape that ensues. But the premise is there are two men on stage, and one of them have shit their pants. It was eventually confirmed, as I suspected from the crowd, that the names of the characters being Brian and Justin were not incorrect or coincidental. They indeed named them after us for the show, which I was very excited about because they didn't do it at the Austin show when Brian saw it. So it made me feel special to know that there was a fun little thing for us diamond clubbers. Here's the difference in this show. I have the phone number up, so we're going to be able to take live calls. I've not prepped everybody to call in. That's normally absolute death for people. And nobody knows what I'm going to talk about. So I'll let you know now. Maybe we'll get phone calls. Maybe we won't. I'm going to go ahead and probably say we won't, but you never know. We're going to talk about this new Christopher Robin movie. We're going to talk about chicken nugget yoga. We're going to talk about dating trends, and we have a new slew of dating trends that we would like to debut for you because we are debuting brand new dating trends. These are real dating trends, ladies and gentlemen. They're happening out there in the battlefield we call love as we speak. But they don't have names until they get a name right here on this show. Paleo Rocco says, do you want to talk about entomology versus etymology? I was on the morning stream this morning, and I was making a joke about Scott. I forget whether the joke. I think the joke was about Scott knowing the origin of a word or something, or maybe it was the bug. I fucked it up. I picked up the wrong name, and it was pointed out to me because that's what happens when you speak a million words on the internet without thinking of them. Many oftentimes they're wrong, and Twitter is there. Twitter's there. Imagine the world that we used to live in. The world we used to live in where things could be said that are wrong and nobody would know. Oh, apparently it wasn't on the morning stream. It was on Unfriend Me. So yet another correction, which is good. I wonder what the etymology of pedantic is. Yeah, we used to be able to say words, and then they would just end. You would just be a blowhard. People would very quietly judge you and say, hey, what a blowhard this guy is. Now you know, which is good. Because I can grow as a human being. I can continue to grow as a human being. Apparently, Ewan McGregor's been growing as a human being in the premise for the new Christopher Robin movie. They're going to motherfucking pan Christopher Robin. Right? This is what's happening. We all know this. This is something that's definitely happening. That they're going to pan Christopher Robin. Like, that's a fact. And I don't mean pan as in like they're going to say that it's a bad movie or something. I don't think it's that. They're going to pan it. Like the Robin Williams movie, like the Dustin Hoffman movie, Pan. Right? That's what they're doing. They got these teaser trailer out here where Ewan McGregor's like a British guy and homeboy from Sherlock's brother looks at him because he's got the lock on asshole British. There's one for every generation. Asshole British guy. Or as the English call it, just a guy. But he's just like, all right, here we go. Or is that Hook? It wasn't Pan. It was Hook. Fuck me. What the fuck is happening? What the fuck is going on, you guys? Why is nothing right? Why? Am I having a mental breakdown? Is that what's happening right now? Am I literally just slowly disintegrating in front of you? Am I like a sandcastle during high tide? Is that what's happening? Right? No, it was Hook. Of course it was fucking Hook. Bangarang. Hook. You're doing it, Peter. You're doing it. You're playing with us. I did turn 35 yesterday. That's a true thing. So maybe this is part of that. Pan was Johnny Depp, not fucking, oh my God. Bangarang. They're doing Hook. They're doing Hook with Pooh. They're pooing. Hook is getting pooed. Pooh is getting hooked. That's it. So, asshole British guy is looking at Ewan McGregor, and he's just like, oh, well, now it does quite seem that there's a problem here. You need to punch your child in the face. We got a call coming in. Hold on. Who's calling?
Hey, it's the Buck.
Hey, Buck. What's going? Do you see this Christopher Robin movie?
No, this is the first time I'm hearing about it. I'm just trying.
All right. Well, here I'm gonna tell you this trailer, and you tell me whether or not you want to go see this movie. Okay.
All right, hit me.
All right. So, asshole British guy is like it does appear so, sir, that by the letter we will not be able to make our quarterly goals unless you punch your 3-year-old in the nose as hard as you can. And then Christopher Robin, you don't know he's Christopher Robin yet. He's just Ewan McGregor at this point. And he's just like, well, I don't think that I could. I don't think that I should. And then asshole British boss is just like, well, I thought you really cared for everybody. And then he's like, oh, okay. And then he punches his son right in the face and then sends him off. And he's like thinking about his life. His life is in shambles, Buck, right? Like he's just absolutely falling apart. He's got his head in his hands, literally. He's on a bench somewhere. And he's just like, fuck, what is my life right now? What is my life? Like, and then I think he does one of the lines, like, he's like, think what to do or something. I don't know what the Pooh lines are, but he says, he drops one of the catchphrases. I think that's the point that the audience is supposed to be like, wait a minute. And just as you're like, wait a minute, all of a sudden the Pooh voice comes from the Pooh comes from behind him. And he's like, oh, bother, it's me, Winnie the Pooh. And Ewan McGregor's like, the fuck is going on right now? And he just looks at Pooh, and Pooh's like, oh, I'm Winnie the Pooh, and I'm here for a brand new adult adventure. Oh, bother. And then Ewan McGregor's like, I think I'm tripping on fucking ayahuasca right now. And Pooh like looks at the camera and he's like, oh, coming this fall. So that's the trailer. And then it's like the title card, adult Winnie the Pooh's here, and boy is he cute, is the name of the movie. So are you interested in seeing it?
All right, let me get this correct. It starts off like a weird twist, a weird combination of Oliver Twist and Mary Poppins.
Sure.
And then it ends with the scene from 2001 where he's going through the monolith. And all you see is like weird colors and sounds and the guy's eye flashing back and forth.
Basically it's like that. It's a very sensory heavy situation which includes nothing but flashing lights and wild, just incomprehensible gibberish. And then Winnie the Pooh's massive head just opens up, and his mouth becomes his mouth opens in the shape of another Winnie the Pooh head. And you look at that in the now shimmering eyes of the second Pooh that's found inside the mouth of the first one. And he says, "Oh, bother," like that.
Well, it's either that or The Shape of Water 2, The Fishing, where she has a threesome with two fish. So,
I mean, that's the only way that you can make it a movie better, right? Is if she's just like, if she's just getting schooled.
Yeah, that's it. Perfect.
Look that one up. Fish.
There it is.
Oh God! Now I'm gonna try it. Now I'm gonna fuck up what the study of fish is. It Icanthropy? Study of fish.
You think I'd actually know that being from the ocean state, but I just would say like marine biology or oceanography or something.
Yeah,
but
I think it's Icon something.
Yeah, you're close, but
well, we'll find out.
It's
not The Shape of Water 2, The Deadliest Snatch. That's not true.
See, the show's back on the right track. We got the chats going. We got all kinds of puns happening.
So I mean, listen, I think I've understood for a while. We got to hear it. Icanthology, something like that.
This is about as good as you doing those Indian names last week on Unfriend Me. You're on a roll here. Keep going.
I'm very, very, very good at pronouncing things. So I've known that probably doing this show in between 4 other live shows, all of which I get paid for, is probably a bad thing. I should probably separate all the shows where I'm getting ichthyology. That's it. Ichthyology. I wasn't too far on. Let me one question, then I'll get you out of here. Are you worried for my mental health? You've watched a lot of me, both live and in podcasts. Are you worried that I am deteriorating?
It might be a bit much to do 5 on one day.
Yeah,
especially since everybody. Look, we all love Night Attack. Night Attack is 3. Night Attack's a Raw. It's 3 hours. Nobody's complaining about
longer than that.
It
normally goes 4 or 5. Yeah,
but then you're going 4 with the JuJuRY show and 5 with Unfriend Me. 6 with I don't know if JuJuRY wasn't a bad idea for a Night Attack warm up, but now that you've got all this other stuff, maybe slide it somewhere else. I don't know.
Okay, all right, but counterpoint. All right, well, thank you so much for calling the buck. I love you. I'm gonna let you go here, but here's the other question. Is me slowly devolving into madness a feature and not a bug, right? Because I would never write down, I'd never pre-prepare, a Pooh opening his mouth and his mouth turning into another Pooh-shaped head, right? But that's something that just came up because I'm probably in a unhealthy mental state. So, is that the place where should we be turning into the skid? As I learned when I had to learn how to drive in snow, the key, counterintuitive as though it might sound, is to turn into the skid if you are kind of moving. So maybe I just need to calm down more. Maybe I just need to stretch it out, right? Just maybe get things a little looser. Maybe I just need some relaxation. Just get away from it all. Probably not good that I'm going to South by this weekend. No, just kidding. It's great. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be good. It's going to be a fun time. But while I'm there, maybe I can do this. This is a new thing somebody sent me. Maybe I can get myself into some chicken nugget yoga. I love nugs, man. That's something that a lot of people know about me. Chicken nugget yoga is indeed a thing. This is from a site called Food Diggity. You like some peace in life, but acquiring that might cut into your chicken nugget consumption. Problem solved. Chicken nugget yoga exists, combining all the fun hathas and mantras with chicken nuggets. The practice is offered, we're guessing for comedic purposes, from the creators of GobeTube. Oh, it's just a video. But you can see there's like a dude in this picture, and he's like he's in whatever pose, like Indian style, but with his two hands up, and he's balancing little nugs. I mean, maybe you don't eat it, and then I don't want to watch this whole fucking video, but maybe I'll just click on it. I won't just see. Chicken nugget yoga has arrived in London. Oh, man, it's a very Brit-centric show so far. I think this is just a funny video. Nug expert Kevin worked out at McDonald's in the Himalayas all right, this is bullshit. You know what? I'm sick of all these fucking Brits thinking that we're just a bunch of patsies, right? Trying to pass off their fake chicken nugget yoga on me and you, huh? That's why we had to kick them the fuck out of this country. Sick and tired of it. We're not here to have your soldiers quartered, taxation without representation, and trying to convince us that chicken nugget yoga is indeed a thing. I, for one, am fucking tired of it. Yeah, I do remember. Stoics Roses, remember the Boston Nug Party. I remember that. It's when everybody here in America was trying to, get the attention of the British, so we dressed up like Indians and threw a bunch of fucking nuggets in the Boston Harbor. I'm tired of this shit. Here's your sweet and sour sauce, too. We're keeping the barbecue because it's a better sauce. Definitive ranking for barbecue, or for sauces, chicken nugget sauces in America. Are you guys ready? Here we go. Definitive. These are the only acceptable ranking. Number 5, sweet and sour. All right, that's number 5. We're at the bottom of the list here. 5, sweet and sour. 4, honey mustard. Honey mustard. Okay? 3, ginger. Ginger sauce. That's the third sauce. 2, ranch. Number 1, barbecue. All right. So in case a lot of people have been asking me personally what the definitive ranking is, we now have it. We also have, oh crap, hold on, wait. We had a call, but I was going through my rant here. Let me go ahead and give this person a call back. We'll see if we can get them on here. Hello. This is Justin. Who's calling?
This is Fitz.
Fitz, what's going on, man? All right, I just released my official nugget rankings. Where are you at on nugget sauces?
Oh man, Zach sauce is the best. I'm trying to get sponsored by just Zach sauce.
By what? By what sauce?
Zach sauce on nugget sauces.
ZAX?
Yeah, you like a Zaxby's?
Oh God! No! I'm talking about McDonald's, man. Come on.
Oh, McDonald's.
Follow the fucking money here.
Sweet and
Fitz.
sour.
Sweet and sour. Sorry, that was 4. That's incorrect. That's an incorrect answer.
Oh shit! Well, I don't know. I don't fucking. I'm
Is
not
ketchup
a
a sauce?
McDonald's.
Question for you: is ketchup a sauce?
The hell no, ketchup's not a sauce. It's a fucking condiment.
Why not?
Because I mean, I'm not Gandhi. I don't have the answers.
You're not Gandhi. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Look, just because you're having a mental breakdown doesn't mean I have to join.
Can
okay?
you fucking calm down for 5 seconds when we're trying to have a good conversation about whether or not ketchup's a sauce? I mean,
Okay,
listen.
yes,
So wait. But there are things that you can mix with ketchup and make a sauce, right?
Yeah, you can be Dutch and mix it with mayonnaise. Are you down for that?
I mean, I'm not. That shit's gross, but that's why the Dutch don't run the world, and we do.
I mean, that's a good point.
I think if the president of the United States, this is a part of the Constitution that a lot of people don't know, but if the president of the United States mixes ketchup with mayonnaise, he's instantly impeached. They tell him
Yeah.
he gets fucking put on a gigantic a comical launch a trebuchet and thrown to Holland.
Oh, so he can be president there and fuck up their country?
Fucking, I don't know. They can do whatever the fuck they want with him. I don't know, like build him a big wooden shoe house or make him chase a goose. I don't know what the fuck they do out there.
I mean, he's throwing shots at Holland hard right now, bro.
I am. Come at me, Holland.
If
Oh, what are you gonna
fuck them
do?
Mayonnaise eating cells, man. I got it. I feel you. I'm down.
What are you gonna do? Throw a brick of hash at me? You freaky deaky techno dancing weirdo. That's how they elect their president. It ends in one of those blood raves from Blade.
I thought it was like who's willing to eat the most mayonnaise is how they pick their president, but I don't know.
What do you think about this Christopher Robin movie?
Look, you had me sold at punching a 3-year-old, dog. Like, I just want to see that.
Yeah. Why do you want to see that?
Well, I'm not saying that I endorse punching 3-year-olds, but if someone's gonna
No,
punch
but I mean,
one-
like, you don't endorse murder, right? But you watch that in movies all the time. You know, we watch
Exactly.
with superhero movies where they accidentally probably kill somebody.
Well, I don't think it's an accident when you punch a 3-year-old, unless it's just like they were.
But he
there in
had
the
to do
way
it
of a
for his
PUBG
job.
match.
He had to do it for his job.
Oh, like,
And he's British, man. There's a
that's
lot
a
of
fucked
pressure
up
on
boss,
British.
like telling you to punch your son. You know.
How
Like,
much?
but
All right,
was he paying enough though? That's the real question. 'Cause
let
if
me
he's
ask you,
paying
Fitz.
enough, I'll hit a 3-year-old.
Hold on. How much more pressure do you think would be on your life if you wore a suit every day and you were British, compared to where it is right now? In fact, here let's start here. In your life right now, and you've got a lot of stuff going on. You got work and you're doing cool stuff on Twitch, and you got a family. How much pressure is in your life on a scale from 1 to 10?
Like 10, because my wife just slapped me for saying I'd hit a 3-year-old and she's pregnant. So that's like an 11 because she's pregnant.
She doesn't have to worry about it for another 3 years.
That's true. You got 3 years, baby. Then we can punch
3
3-year-olds.
years. Then she can slap you around. We've got time to work on this. All right. So you would say 11. So you're an 11 out of 10, man. You're already a race car in the red. If you were British and wore a suit, how much more pressure do you think would be on you?
I don't know. The suit means you have to take hitting the 3-year-old seriously.
Oh,
So-
no. It just means that your boss is going to ask, though. But all right, here. So let me ask you. Let's go ahead and reenact that trailer. You'll be Christopher Robin, so you have to do a British accent. But I'm gonna say, Mr. Robin, I do believe that you are in delinquency on your quarterly goals.
Indubitably, I can't do a fucking British accent on the spot. You got fucking. All right now, well, I guess I will hit my 3-year-old since you asked me to do so kindly.
You sound like Robin Leach, motherfucker. On the lifestyles of the rich and famous, we see Christopher Robin give an uppercut to his own child. All right, Fitz, I love you. Thank you so much for calling in.
I love you too, man.
All right, man. Bye. We're here for you on the Jury Show with dating trends. We love them. We love dating trends. We got these from The Guardian. Listen, this is a disreputable rag, The Guardian. I don't even know where the fuck they come from. Like, speaking of British-centric shit, this is the kind of shit that they fucking get away with out here in Britain. Ghosting, Caspering, and 6 new dating trends you've never heard of. So here are some of their dating trends. I think that they just make this shit right up. This isn't real like the stuff we're going to talk about. Number 1 is a Saturday night fever. What is the Saturday Night Fever, you might ask? Sunday evening is said to be the busiest time of the week on dating apps. It's unsurprising, as based on my personal research, this is when you're most likely to be alone in your room, dreading the coming week and desperately seeking some escape from the loneliness of single life. As straight men are likely to initiate this conversation, the spike in activity during Sunday Night Fever, oh, I fucked up. It's Sunday Night Fever, can take its toll on many women's inboxes. One female friend told me how every Sunday she receives a deluge of messages from lonely men like a knot of toads. They create a late-night chorus of her favorite opening refrains. Hey, how's your Sunday? Hi, what you been up to? Did you go out last night? Feeling pretty hungover. You? It's a pretty good one. I mean, I think that they make this shit up, but it's probably pretty good. Free climbing. Free climbing is what happens when you go on a dangerous fact-finding mission about someone you've matched up with. You Google their name, scale the results without a safety net or undo button. Yeah, okay, that one's stupid. I don't like that one. How about this one? Printing. What happens when your free climbing doesn't go according to plan? Genuinely horrifying. Possibly one of the worst legal things that you can do online. Printing is when you leave your dirty digital fingerprints on your match's page, and it comes in various forms. You may accidentally like their 2013 Instagram photos during a deep scroll. Yeah, that's dumb, too. Man, they really fell off after Sunday Night Fever. Here we go. Number 4, sexting the waters. This is when somebody obviously wants to sext you, but they're being scared about being too direct and rebuffed. So, what are you doing, they might say. Or, hoping you're in bed, a subtle, where are you? Others may try to initiate the sharing of photos with an innocuous, what does your room look like? Or they may go for a more suggestive, yeah, I'm just in bed, TBH. That one's pretty good. How about this one? The cryptomancer. It never takes long for a cryptomancer to reveal themselves, writes The Guardian. They're male, and after the introductory questions, they'll say, I've been investing a lot in Bitcoin recently, as well as Ripple and Ethereum. Well, I mean, that's just somebody who's just a Bitcoin person. That's not a... All right, how about this one? This is number 6. This is the final, the big coup de grace for The Guardian. Fake. Awful. Awfully fake. Dating trends. Lining is it. Lining is the most modern way to proposition somebody perhaps ever. On the popular taxi app Lyft, there's an option to split the ride with a stranger called Lyft Line. On Uber, it's called Pool. When you choose this option, the app asks you if it's you or you're bringing a friend. See where this is going? If you want to invite somebody you've been chatting up back to yours, but you're feeling shy, all you have to do is show them this option screen. They can tap their choice with minimum awkwardness. What's more, if they don't want to get in the cab, you've saved a bit of money. Wait a minute. So this is like, hey, want to go back to my place, but instead of just saying, hey, you want to go back to my place, you just show them an app and be like, hey, I'm going back to my place. Would you like to hit this button so you are also going back to my place? And also, if you showed somebody that thing, like, wouldn't they be like, oh, yeah, no, just add my address. I'll also go home in your thing. I swear to God, if any of the women who listen to this show fuck somebody after they do that, I'm going to be very disappointed. I hope that this show has taught you something more than to fall for a classic lining. That's lame. All right. All these are fake. None of this shit really happens. We know that for sure. But we do have people from around the world. I trust on you, the jury listeners, to give us the real dating trends. And so from the front lines of the modern world of love, I give you the latest dating trends that are indeed happening right now in the lives of jury listeners. If you have any other, just the titles, I don't need to be explained what these are. I am so in tune as a man who's been married for 4 years and just turned 35 and hasn't been on an actual date in probably over a decade, I am so in tune with the modern dating scene just by osmosis that literally all you have to do is just send me at justinrobertyoung@gmail.com, put jury in the subject line. Just send me the names of the dating trends that you guys are undergoing right now, and I will flesh them out. You don't need to tell me what's going on. Just send me the names, and I will explain them to you. To everybody else. I mean, you and me know if you're emailing me. You and me know. So here we go. We're going to begin with this. Penn and Tellering. This one, oh my God. Oh my God. Look. This is a classic one. Penn and Tellering. This is when you meet somebody, right? And you realize fairly quickly that they're not quite what they seem. You know? They're maybe a little dodgy, right? Maybe a little cagey, you know? Maybe sometimes you show up and they just refuse to talk or consistently play the upright bass. You know, maybe it's one of those things where you think you know somebody and it turns out that they have a decade-long residency at the Rio All Suites Hotel and Casino. And you're like, wait a minute. I thought you were a world-renowned magic author. No. Turns out you've been Penn and Tellered. Us, more like fool you. And that's before they try to shoot you in the mouth, wherein you catch the bullet. Our second dating trend coming in from around the world. Guys, I can't stress this enough, that all of you guys here in the audience have been going on dates on Tinder and Grindr and all the other dating apps, Plenty of Fish, J-Date. You guys are on all these dating apps. You are dealing with these dating trends, and you are feeding them to me. Thankfully, here we go. This is a new one. This one's actually been very recent. Landing at Tilted Towers. Guys, how many times have you landed at Tilted Towers? You know, this is, of course, when you are out. This is maybe a second or third date thing. You've already done like a coffee date, right? You know, maybe this one you've done a nice sit down dinner. Everything went great. Maybe you go for a little nightcap, a few drinks afterward. Next thing you know, you end up back at Herd Place, and you land at Tilted Towers. Yeah, I know. You find out that she has a peg leg. And you're like, wait a minute. That's why you've been slowly listing to the left this entire time. God damn it. Tilted Towers again. Here's one where this is another one that's been very, very exciting for the last few weeks. I've gotten this one a lot. This one's come in quite a bit. This is something that I've very much had to write down because people just kept sending me this one. Scott Rogowskiing. Right? Scott Rogowskiing. This is when you really, 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 really are into somebody. Like, this is something that you're like really, 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 really passionate about. And then you've been going on dates, and this is like hot and heavy. You've been seeing this person like every day, sometimes twice a day, every day for like weeks. And then all of a sudden you show up for a date, and it's some unfunny female comedian. And you're like, what the fuck? Did I just get Scott Rogowski'd? Yeah, you did. It's been happening a lot. Scott Rogowskiing, another real modern dating trend. And then, there's this. microbrewing. This is another one of these. It's just insidious. It's all over the place. Microbrewing. This is a little bit more awkward. Microbrewing. Because microbrewing's when you are talking to a friend, right, about your dating life, and you're showing them, they're helping you, maybe like a date online, but then they're like, oh, no, wait, why don't you try dating me? I've been working on myself in my garage. Why don't you try dating me? And you're like, well, you want to know what? What could it hurt? Let me try dating my friend who's been working on themselves in the garage. And it turns out that they don't taste good and they get you way too drunk. And you wake up the next day with your head pounding and you're like, fuck, microbrewed again. If you want to send your dating trends, again, we are dispatching the jury listenership all around the world. Please continue dating and go ahead and send me just the trend names. I'll be able to explain exactly what's going on. Just go ahead and send me the dating trend names to justinrobertyoung@gmail.com. Put jury in the subject line. Again, justinrobertyoung@gmail.com. All right. Let's go ahead and get into our mail. Same email for this, justinrobertyoung@gmail.com. You can write me about anything. Sean writes this. Inspired by Jay, this is a story about failing. He sent me 2 pictures. This is me in June 2015. On the right is me in August 2016. That is 150 pounds different, 115 pounds different. So he lost a lot of weight between 2015 and 2016. Right now, I'm much closer to the guy on the left than I am the guy on the right. I'd go in on the whole reason why, but it doesn't really matter to the post. Suffice to say, I've failed. And I continue to fail for over 8 months and over 100 pounds. I got back on track in January, lost a bunch of weight, and then failed for a week in February and put a bunch back on. You can ask anyone who was around for my initial Healthy Mania run in 2016. I was a weight loss monster for 8 months. I was going to family dinners and causing strife because I refused to eat what I made. I didn't have a cheat meal for the first 6 months. My wife and family brought me out to dinner for my birthday, and I ordered a burger wrapped in lettuce, condiments on the side, and salad instead of fries. I turned down the complimentary birthday dessert. I wouldn't have eaten a carb if Nazis had my family, and that was the condition for their release. If Nazis had my family, he said rhetorically. And man, did I ever feel good. I was running around with my son. I didn't have any pain. I could have biked for 16 hours straight without stopping. And then I failed. I screwed it all up. But now I have a goal, and I'm going to be that guy on the right again, come hell or high water, or time-traveling space Nazis. I'm going to do it. All right, let me ask you this. Who is this? Sean, I don't know why you didn't tell me the rest of the story in this email, but I'd be curious for you to tell me the rest of this story. What is the reason? There has to be some kind of reason when you've had that much momentum, that much adrenaline, that much change in your life. What changed? Personal? Stress? Health? I can see any of them. If all of a sudden you were running around a lot and then you twisted your knee, next thing you know, it's like, oh, hey, I can order a pizza. I can give myself a little slice of room. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I guess nobody's here and I don't want this pizza just to look like a Pac-Man. How about I open up his mouth a little bit more? Maybe it's that. I knew a buddy like that. All of a sudden, man, this dude was fit as a fiddle. Motherfucking swimmer. Athlete. Tore his ACL at a Metallica concert in high school. Motherfucker ate like 3 pizzas a day every single day and got hella fat. We got another call coming in. Hello, who's calling?
Hello?
Hi, who is this? You're live on the JuJuRY podcast.
Hi, Jerry. My name is it's Hector.
Your name is Hector.
Yes.
Hi, Hector. Where are you calling from, Hector?
I'm calling from the very bad place that is about to be PA.
A very bad place, huh?
Yeah, the nor'easter. Have you heard of it?
The nor'easter, yeah. No, that's a lot of snow got dumped there on the American Northeast over the past a few days. You doing everything to keep warm?
Oh God, yes. See, my power went out first hour. We got it back up in our town. Then we believe it's gonna come out today.
The power. So wait, you're calling me right now when there's no power in your house?
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I'm using a backup generator, keeping in the,
So what are you doing? What are you doing to
prepared.
keep your keep your sanity there? You playing like board games? Are you doing a few crossword puzzles maybe?
Yeah, I got some of the basic board games. I got one of those little plug-in Game Boys I bought.
A plug-in Game Boy. Wouldn't that just kind of be a Game Boy?
Yeah, I'm not sure the exact name for them. I just bought it cheap at some little farmer's market.
What are your favorite games on the Game Boy?
Well, the only one that came with it was an older Super Mario game.
A Super Mario.
Yeah. It was,
Who do you what's your high score?
I think it's about like 100 so far. It's
100
hard.
points?
Yeah, like 100.
Do you ever think that points are maybe just like not something that we should be judging ourselves by? That maybe it just gives teen boys and girls a bad sense of self-worth?
No, if I'm going to be honest here, teen boys and girls just want to judge themselves highly so that other teen boys and girls will think of them highly.
So that's why they keep playing this Super Mario?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One teen wants to show off his high power to another teen group, but one teen's going to outwit another teen.
Yeah. Who'd you vote for? Who did you,
special.
hey, Hector, who'd you vote for?
I'm not really a voting type guy.
You're not a voting type guy. Me neither. Me neither. Who would you prefer that we move to a parliamentary system?
I mean, I haven't really get much.
Like, all right,
politics
so
on.
you know the difference.
That's
You know the difference of a parliamentary system and like the presidential system that we have now, right?
Yes, I do.
So what? Like,
I believe a police or somewhere with a B, I'm not sure on the name exactly, has a parliamentary system as their government.
yeah. So
And,
you vote for
they're
the
developing
party,
a
right?
third world country.
You vote for the party, and then the party gains seats and stuff like that.
Yeah. If anything, I'd say I'm a bit of a right person myself.
You're a bit of well, all right. So if you were to make a party yourself, like what would you name it?
I don't really know.
I mean,
really given that much
just
context.
freestyle it. Listen, man, we're just brainstorming here. So just there's no wrong answers in a brainstorm. So you just toss something out, and then I'll toss something right back. Okay? How about we do that, Hector?
How about the freedom?
Did you say with freedom?
Yes, with freedom.
With freedom. I would do that. I would do that, but I would just have. Do you text a lot, Hector?
No, not really.
You're familiar with the concept of texting,
Yeah.
though, right?
Yeah.
So you got emojis.
Yeah, those little like yellow dudes.
Sometimes, I mean, I don't want to get racial here, but there's like pictures and stuff and all sorts of different things. I would go with freedom, right? But with two explosion, one on one side, one on the other side.
Right. Oh, Jesus God.
Is that another name? Maybe Jesus God would be another.
No,
Listen, you
no.
would definitely
I'm
appeal to a
looking outside
certain.
my
You
window right now.
would appeal to a certain kind of
pretty bad out
demographic if
here.
you named a party Jesus God. That would be good.
No, dude, I'm looking outside right now. My car is getting pelted.
What are you driving?
Just some crappy sedan.
Mm,
I had to buy a cheap car.
yeah.
You're living on your own. You're living cheap.
Hey, what's your license plate number? I'm just kidding, Hector. We're just telling jokes here on the show. So
Yeah, I know.
so all right, how about this one? We're gonna do the Jesus God party. Hector, I would like for you to run. I'm here to help you. Would you like to run for the Jesus God party or the With Freedom party?
I'd go with the With Freedom party.
All right,
because
the
I'm
With
pretty sure
Freedom
the
party.
Jesus God party would get
Remember.
outraged.
Hey, by the way, press. Anybody watching right now in the press? Okay, fucking get it right, cunts. It's emoji explosion with freedom, all caps. Emoji explanation. Okay, Hector is running, and here is his speech. Hector, go ahead.
I'd just like to say to everyone, if you vote for me, I will do things to make this country better. You know, I'm not going to put us in a large amount of debt. I'm not going to waste all the money I get from running this party on hookers. I can promise you that much.
Keep going. This is good. This is good stuff.
That's all I got, man.
No. Just
Gotta
something.
go.
Just anything else.
I gotta go
Phil.
cover up my car.
Phil.
I'm
No.
sorry.
Phil. Just one more. Just one big sign off. This is your big. Oh, Hector. God damn it. Didn't we almost have it all? Hector running for with freedom. I'm voting for Hector. God damn it. Listen, I believe the children are the future. Let their sedans get snowed in so they can play plug-in Game Boys. Let's go ahead and get back to the emails. Andrew wrote in, I've been catching up on your show recently and just finished the one from mid-January where you talked about the false missile alarm. I rarely talk to my radio, but when you were talking about how hard it would be to finish with the specter of death hanging over your head, I was saying, no, the babies will come from the thank God we're alive sex after the all clear. I still enjoyed it, but expect a surge in Hawaii babies this October. Nice. That's something that we didn't think about. You know, you had that false alarm that a missile was inbound into Hawaii when all the shit was, stirring about North Korea. And then all of a sudden, boom, they don't die. So they probably started fucking. That's a pretty good one. All right, RJ will bring us on home here. RJ, right, I saw your story about the guy emailing all the Claudias at Missouri State. And being a Missouri native myself, I'm not surprised at all. People here are insane, especially when it comes to someone that they think they might be able to have sex with. It actually brought to mind a time that at my school made headlines because of somebody's Tinder profile. TLDR, a girl was tricking lots of guys into sending her money by thinking she would send them nudes and then just blocking them instead. Remember, friends, get the titties up front. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you guys for being a part of the New Look Jury Show. It's 1/4 unprofessionalism, 1/4 mental breakdown, 1/4 open lines, and 1/4 love. If you want to go get stickers, well, you should do it right now. Stickers or DIAF.com. Go ahead and check out the new ones, the new pins, the new Anyway See You Later pins. They are going fast. If you want to sign up for our mailing list there, it is bit.ly/stickers or DIAF. You can email me, justinrobertyoung@gmail.com. Put jury in the subject line. You can follow me at Twitter and Instagram at Justin R. Young. Snapchat too. Hashtag join the conversation at diamondclub.reddit.com if you are in the Austin area. And I would just say this, man, if you are in the Texas area, get your ass to Austin this Saturday. I'm going to be there. It is South by Southwest Interactive, and boy, howdy. Night Attack Live, me and Brian Brushwood at the Kung Fu Saloon, March 10th, 2 p.m. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Justin Robert Young. If you find yourself snowed in with your plug-in Game Boy, remember that the Emoji Explosion, all caps with freedom Emoji Explosion Party is asking you to please don't.
Diamond Club hopes you have enjoyed this program.